Hello investors. I'm happy to present you in today's video Lear Corporation. Lear Corporation is a Tier 1 automotive supplier. Tier 1 means the company can directly deliver parts to OEMs such as Volkswagen, Peugeot, Renault, General Motors. So the company's motto is making every drive better. How did I find this company? I looked up at PubRai homepage. You can search for chai with PubRai, and at the homepage you can find three categories, three investment categories. One is Uber Cannibals. These companies extensively buy back shares. Shameless cloning. These are the ideas from other fund managers and recent interesting spin-off ideas. So as I mentioned, this is a 2019 ideas, so 2020 is slightly different. So in Uber Cannibals list, Corning, Discovery Financial Services, Lear, Party Group, Sleep Numbers, and in shameless cloning Alphabet, Berkshire Hathaway, Charter Communications, Citigroup, and Micron Technology. Spin-offs, Delphi Technologies, DXC Technologies, Hamilton Beach Brand Holdings, Hilton Grand Vacation, and Varex Imaging. But in the today's video, we will focus on Lear Corporation. So the situation changed with Lear Corporation with the COVID-19 situation. It is not buying, it suspended dividend and buyback programs. So it will not appear, or it's not appearing in the 2020 list. But maybe with the recent price drop, it is a more interesting buying opportunity. Some statistic about Uber Cannibals. You have to know this portfolio is rebalancing itself every year. So new candidate replace old candidates. But it can happen that same company appears in the following years. Definitely the performance of Uber Carnivals it's much better, 15 more than 15%, while S&P 500 only provides 9.2%. So as I mentioned, this is not a buy and hold strategy. It is rebalanced every year, but you can find companies for a longer holding period, which is worth holding for several years. So the company's history, Lear was founded in 1917 in Detroit, Michigan as American Metal Products, manufacturer of tubular, welded, and stamped assemblies for automotive and aircraft industry. So it was present also in aircraft industry. You can see there is two major segments. One is seating and E-systems. So Lear serves every major automaker in the world and ranks 147 on the Fortune 500. Some facts from one of the presentation in 2019. This was, I guess, from investors presentation. You can see also seating represent 75% of sales, e-system 25% of sales. Yeah, dividend is suspended in this years due to the current situation. A lot of employees, 161,000 employees worldwide, and it's present in 39 countries. Good free cash flow yield is around 9%, but I guess it will be lower in this year due to the current situation with the virus. Yeah, the seating segment, so it provides complete seating for customer for OEMs such as Volkswagen, seat covers, special leathers, and textiles, foam, and also the structure and mechanical elements is provided by Lear Corporation. technology, the E-system technology, wire harness, terminal connectors, advanced software, wireless vehicle access, body domain controllers, power distribution boxes. So a lot of things in air systems as well. Something about the customer, the top five customer for seating segment or Lear seating segment, General Motors, Daimler, Volkswagen, Ford, and Fiat Chrysler. And you can see also the competitors such as Adient PLC and some other competitors. The customer for E-System, Ford, Renault, Nissan, General Motors, Jaguar, Land Rover, and Volkswagen. This is the top five customer, but I'm pretty sure there are this company provides products for every major automotive OEMs. The competitors in E-System, Continental, yeah, it's not the biggest. Sumitomo, yeah, it's big E-System company. T Connectivity, Yazaki Corporation, a Japanese one. Okay, some information from Morning Stars. Richard Hilgert, he provides some facts and some insight about the company. Company Lear is the number two company in the global market for overall seating, but management believes it is global leader in luxury and performance vehicle seating. So it's leading company in a very important segment. This is luxury and performance vehicle. We estimate that company has the fourth largest market share in the electrical segment. So it's also well positioned in the electrical segment. So it says even though there is limited synergy between the two sides, we think Lear is well positioned with seating and electrical architecture to capitalize on global growth in premium vehicle, bolstering our thesis that revenue should outpace global growth in worldwide vehicle production. Yes, I believe seating and e-system will be always needed in car, whatever the new trend takes. So with increasing electrification, definitely cars needed more e-systems. So it's definitely will increase and seat. Yeah, of course, any car need seats. So this is clear. So something about the mode analysis, the economic mode. So Lears, he says Lears has narrow economic mode. It results from intellectual property switching cost, cost advantage and efficient scale. Sticky market share and cost advantage result from Lear's global engineering, its global manufacturing footprint, as well as its long-term, highly integrated customer relationship. Yeah, high proportion of facilities located in low-cost countries also contribute to Lear's cost advantage. Yeah, it's maybe cost advantage with compared to smaller companies, but the major players are present all around the world in low-cost countries as well. So he says steep switching costs result from incremental engineering costs, pre-production validation, and purchasing of physical moving literally tons of operational equipment. Yeah, of course, validation and equipment is a big part in in the industry, so it's not easy or at least not cheap to enter to this field. And validations takes sometimes years to uh, to have an end result, and maybe the final validation result says that the product is not good enough based on the specification. But Lears is already experienced, so definitely this company has advantage. A moderate level of pricing power exists for suppliers like Lear that consistently generate innovative technologies and a steady stream of intellectual property. Yes, definitely, this is a leading product, so OEMs like to select suppliers which has advantage, some technology advantage, can provide something new for the end customer. So it's definitely important what kind of seat is used in a car. It's a comfort function and it's definitely customer can select based on seating. So So the companies such as Volkswagen and any other company will emphasize seating. And as I said, electrification is just coming, so the cars needs more and more e-systems. Okay, some numbers about operating performance. So the 5-year average is 9% return on asset, and return on equity is 28%, return on investment it's 19%. So these are good numbers. Gross margin 10%, operating margin around 7%, and net margin 5%. Valuation metrics, so the 5-year average and the current is also around 10. So price per cash flow, it's around 6, price per book 2.55, and price per forward earning it's around 8. Okay, maybe interesting to note earning yield is 10%. I made some calculation based on free cash flow. So this is a discounted free cash flow calculation. I From the annual report I took out the operating cash flow numbers, and this I subtracted the capex from these operating cash flow numbers. With that, I got the free cash flow for 3 years, and I averaged this. And I took these averages in the free cash flow calculation, and I calculated with no growth at all for 20 years. And my expected return was 10%. So the discount rate is 0.1. This is 10%. And with that calculation, the current intrinsic value should be 136 dollar US dollar. Lear Corporation trades around 100 US dollar currently, so we have some margin of safety if we want to invest in Lear Corporation. Yeah, based on this DCF calculation, which is of course not perfect. So if you put more growth here, you get higher numbers, but also you can calculate with lower cash flow numbers. So you can play with it. But this is my rough calculation, rough estimation, which is not perfect, but this is a kind of art what I can provide right now. Also checked Lear Corporation with fast graph charts, and it presents that until 2022 it might produce 16% return of investment, which is not bad. You can see here dividend is already zero, so the company suspended its dividend, but things might get better, so it will maybe it will pay in the future dividends. The blended PO, it's also you can see here 10, and credit rating BBB minus, and the long-term debt per capitalization is 34%. So this was my short analysis about Lear Corporation. I hope you enjoyed my video. As I mentioned, this company were positioned in the seating industry, and e-system will be increasingly needed in cars. So the company has a good future ahead, and I think this current downtrend in automotive industry will be stopped, and Lear Corporation will reap the rewards in the industry, and the share price will go to higher levels than the current share price. So I believe it's a long-term investment. Please do your uh, due diligence, and if you consider this company a good investment opportunity, then do your actions. Thank you for listening, and I wish you a nice